it's me, Kiani. Today's video, I'm bringing you this look. It's another smoky eye, yay! You guys know that I had to start off 2015 to bring you guys a new technique that I've learned on how to create an amazing smoky eye. This smoky eye is really designed for those of you girls that think a smoky eye is too much for your eyes. It really does give you the technique to keep that eye very open and to show the beautiful shape of the eye. I've actually been loving this technique. This is something that I've been traveling with Estee Lauder and creating for a lot of the women in the Southeast region. I have not had anything but rave reviews. Like, it's really been like a phenomenon. So I really want to actually put this on the channel so you guys can actually see the new technique. Pay very close attention to how I actually transition the colors and how I actually set the colors before I blend out. That's going to be your key into creating more of a modern smoky eye. I did pair it with a full face of foundation as well as contour and a nude lip, as I always do. Don't fear, the foundation is actually going to be another tutorial that I'm going to bring to you guys in the upcoming weeks. It's going to show you more of a full-on foundation and how not to make it look cakey. That's a new technique we have coming. There are several different eye videos, so make sure that you watch those, because I actually just really want to show you guys the eye look for this and kind of value your time and your input. So make sure that you leave any other videos that you would want to see from me, Makeup by Kiani, in the description box. Make sure if you have any other color combinations that you want me to roll out showing this very similar technique, make sure that you leave that as well so we can actually see what you guys want to see, and I can make sure I can get those videos out to you hopefully as soon as possible. But without further ado, I'm hoping you guys had a great start to your new year, and let's get to this brand new smoky eye. Bye guys. First, I'm actually going to cover my entire lid with a little bit of concealer. Any concealer should do. Right now I'm actually using my MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NW35. Just applying that with a Sigma large fluffy brush, the E50. Next, I'm actually going to start to work out of this Vice 3 palette here. And I'm going to start with the shade called True. Same brush. And I'm really just going to kind of dry up that concealer. And it starts to give that eye just a beautiful taupe effect. This is mainly just, apply it down to keep your rest of your eyeshadows from skipping too much. Next, I'm actually going to go into the shade called Undone, and I'm going to use my tapered blending brush, the E35. It's a really fluffy brush to really diffuse those colors. Just kind of wisp it back and forth. And move down again into the shade called Downfall. I'm going to start working with the outer V and smoking that right underneath where we applied that Undone. Just really work on the inner part as well. The outer V, I'm sorry. And just blend that out. You can also pull that on the inner realm as well, because you're going to apply a lot of color on this insert here. Next, I actually want to move into a shade called Rain. Rain is a kind of a shimmery brown, and I'm just going to really start to flink that right on the exterior part of the eye and just kind of subtly push it to the inner corner, just really overlapping the other colors that you've already applied. You can see what's starting to happen. It's giving a nice a hue of that shade, but it's not extremely as impactful as it would have been had you just applied it on top of Naked Concealer. Up to this point, I had not changed brushes, but I'm about to switch now. Now I actually want the most impact of color. I'm going to use my medium sweeper brush. This is the E54 by Sigma. And I really like how this allows me to pack color. So I'm going to move into a shade called Revolver. And I'm just going to angle my brush to where I can really allow that brush to make the most impact. And I just really want to continue to pat it along the crease of that eye. Just pat it along. and you can see what's happening. It really creates a beautiful dome effect around the eye, and you're just continuously pushing that brush into the eye, not really sweeping back and forth, but just really pushing it in. The way this brush is designed, it allows you just to pack that color on very, very nicely. I actually tend to like this brush a little bit better than like a flat definer brush, because the lines are not going to be as harsh. Can you see what just happened there? Can you see that? Don't worry about it looking messy, because you're going to go back in and blend it out and reapply more color. So don't worry about it being a little bit messy. All you're doing at this point is just applying the color. And just apply as many layers of color as you desire to get that created shade and that impact. Now I want you to go back to your large fluffy brush, the E50, and I'm going to pop right into the shade called Lucky and the last one called Last Sand. I just kind of layered those, and the insert that you remained, it didn't have too much color. That's where you're going to apply your shimmer. When you're doing a smoky eye, you want to make sure that you apply the proper amount of shimmer and the proper amount of therefore you can actually see the beautiful range and hue of colors. If you go in with too much shimmer to begin with, you're going to have a mess, and it's going to be very difficult to blend out. So just make sure as you're layering those colors on one on top of another, you're putting enough matte colors in the middle so you can actually blend out properly, and then you can see the beauty of the shimmer. But if you continue to layer those shimmer colors, you're never going to get a beautiful smoky eye. You're just going to have a flash of color, so it kind of looks kind of messy. So just kind of stay in your lane with your matte colors. When you buy these palettes and things, make sure they have enough combinations of matte colors so you can create that look. Or if you have singles, make sure you have those singles nearby so you can actually continue to create as your mind wanders off. Right now I'm actually going to go back in with my tapered blending brush. This is an E35, and I'm just going to just pat that on and just start to blend out the harsh lines of that Revolver. And just kind of mute this out just a little bit. Now it's actually time to start working on that bottom. I'm going to go back in with that shade. Just really want to sweep that. And now you're going to start to pack that Revolver right back on top, that top external V. And you're going to connect. It's almost like creating a beautiful dome around the eye. It's very mysterious looking. By sweeping on this perimeter, you really create a beautiful shape to the eye. You don't lose the shape. And my eyes are really, really small, very almond shaped, and you can tend to lose the shape of the eye. So this is how you really create that beautiful smoky effect without losing the definition of the eye. You're actually opening the eye because you're pulling color around the circumference of it, and you're gradually opening the eye back up instead of just doing the smoky all the way across the lid, which can kind of close the eye off a little bit if that's a concern of yours. So this is another way to do that smoky eye and keep the eye very open. And last, of course, make sure both eyes look exactly alike. And at this point, I'm not going to sweep anymore. I actually have the colors directly in place. I'm just going to get a fluffy brush and just kind of tap it, almost stipple it just a little bit to diffuse the color just a little bit, but not enough to blend it out, because I really like the shape that I have right now. So I'm just kind of tapping it on just to make sure everything is set in place. Okay? You want to actually go back on top with a little bit of that insert color, feel free to do so. Now with the look so dramatic, I have not really been doing my wing liner. I just go ahead and grab my mascara at this point and get a good coat of mascara on my eyes so they really give me the track for my lashes. I'm definitely going to wear lashes with this look. If you would want to do a wing liner, you can do that at this point. go ahead and apply your mascara and lashes. But I really like the fullness of the eye at this point, so I'm not going to use a liner. So I actually use my false fiber lashes, and I'm actually going to use a little bit of the Lights Camera lashes as well. Just because I want to. No specific reason. But I just want to get my lashes to be as full as I can before I apply these lashes on. So I've actually popped those lashes on, and for a detailed tutorial on how I apply lashes, check the description box and I have a full tutorial there for you guys. But I did just apply a full set of lashes, a real dense, thick set to offset the smoky eye. Now I'm actually going to go ahead and do the foundation, and I'll be right back with that as well. Now I've actually come back, the foundation and powder and the contour is already done. Do not worry, I'm going to actually give you guys a whole new contouring routine that's coming up in the next couple of weeks, so don't fret. If you did see a little bit of the fast forward, you saw some of the products that I was actually using. I'm very excited to bring you some of my new contouring and highlighting techniques. But for now, everything is pretty much laid. I'm going to do a little bit of brow and talk about a little bit of a lip, and your look should be basically complete. For brows at this point, I just want to use a little bit of my Boy Girl brow set. And you notice I did brows last this time. I didn't want my brows to interfere with the look I wanted to create, and really at this point brows are not going to even be the main focus. They're actually going to polish off the look, but I want them to be very understated because I really want to keep the eyes very, very much so the focus. So I use a little bit of the brow set. To create my tail, I'm going to use a little bit of my MAC. And for a detailed tutorial on brows, I have several eyebrow tutorials, so you guys can pick and choose which brow technique fits your taste better. Just go to the detailed description box and you'll see those links in the down bar. Sometimes after you complete your powder, you have to go back in and reinforce the bottom part of the eye. Don't worry about that. You should be able to do so. Just kind of pat it on there so you don't have a lot falling out. I'm going to go with a nude lip. Using an Estee Lauder lip stain, which they discontinued. So I've been porting the last little bit of that. And the lipstick color that I'm going to use is one of the new Pure Color Envy lipsticks in the shades called Desirable. Beautiful new pink. Isn't that pretty? Gives you about 6 hours of wear. It is a little bit sheeny, but it's not matte, but it does dry very, very nicely. And there you have the finalized look. I'm hoping you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Remember to follow me on Instagram at love_Kiani. You'll see who I'm applying these tips and techniques to, as well as if you have not subscribed to my channel, why not? You're going to miss all the fun that I have coming for you guys in 2015. That's all we have for now, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, it's time for my very quick close-up. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.